Hi, I'm Cheryl Jensen. I'm president of Algonquin College,
Hi, my name is Sarah Granger, and I'm the president of Algonquin Students Association.
and I'm really looking forward to swapping roles with Sarah Granger, the Student Association president, next week during International Women's Day week.
And this week for International Women's Day, I'll be switching places with President Cheryl Jensen of Algonquin College.
Sure, that looks good like that, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. What do you think, Sarah? Off we go for our first switch.
Yes, it should be interesting. We'll head out and talk to some students, and
Yeah.
I'll be you and you can be me.
That sounds good to me. I guess we should do the official switch.
Yes, switch. I'll take that. What are you? You're acting SA president.
Wow, this is
Acting
really, I
president
don't know if I
and
can do
CEO.
it really. Not sure, this is a big job. And, hi Sarah, how are you? I like being Sarah, Sarah's taller than me.
So if we say, so it begins day one of International Women's Day swap.
Excellent.
Post it. Let's go.
Let's go. See that leadership she just showed?
Sarah's such a wonderful leader, and I've really got to know her really well the last year. We've done lots of work together. I would say that Sarah is quietly inspirational. She's got that quiet sense of leadership that lets everyone else own their projects.
To pick one thing about Cheryl, I guess I would just say that she's incredibly well-spoken. She always knows the right thing to say. She's always like just sharing little tidbits of information about how to remember people's names and stuff like that. So she's just really kind and empathetic.
Yeah, the more women there are in leadership positions, the more young women say, I think I could do that.
Well, the thing I like most about my role as president is interacting with students. There's no better time than convocation when I get to shake the hands of every graduate that comes across the stage. But I also get lots of time to work with Sarah and the Student Association. And I like to go into classes and talk about leadership. So I would say any time that I get to interact with students is the best part of my job.
Well, scheduling a board of 9 directors and just kind of managing personal and academic life, I guess, can always be a little bit frustrating and it can be a challenge, but advocating for students is just so rewarding, so I wouldn't give it up.
Well, here we are again, Cheryl.
Yes. Every time she does it, I crack up.
Amy, Cheryl, president of the college.
President Jensen, so nice to meet you.
And I'm Sarah Granger, president.
Sarah, hey, how are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. I'm just so lucky to be invited to this meeting.
Yes, we're happy to have you here.
Heavy hitters of the college. When did I realize I could be a leader? Well, I'm not that different than Sarah. When I was in high school, I was planning events. I was in the band and choir and leading events. And, I didn't really think about it too much at the time, but you take on small leadership roles that give you the confidence that you can do other things.
It's funny because when I applied for the president of the SA, I said I was just going to be a director. I didn't want to run for vice president or anything, and then I don't know what changed, but I was like, you know what? Why not? I'm just going to do it, and here I am president of the college. And so I'm the first women president of Algonquin, I
Yes,
believe.
the 8th president and the first woman president.
So
Yes.
things are changing. for sure.
Yeah. We'd like to see more.
I think about the question of what roles young women should take a lot in order to move into leadership roles. And I would say my best advice to young women is to never shy away from a challenge or an opportunity. Sometimes we think we can't do it, that we either don't have the skills or we're too busy or we have too many commitments in our family lives. But don't shy away from those opportunities. Usually somebody asks you to do something because they see something in you that you might not see.
It's going to take a while. But it's from people like you who want to make a difference and make that happen. So don't give up.
Yeah, I think that both men and women shouldn't be afraid to set high goals for themselves, whether it's senior leadership or just whatever you want to do. So just set a goal and don't be afraid of any barriers that might creep up. I mean, just learn to expect them and you can overcome them.